Fortnite's Star Wars season is a month away, and they're already teasing what'll happen. So here's 20 times they revealed the future, and it looks like Disney will be a massive part of it. Now, the Star Wars season technically wasn't supposed to happen. You see, most of this chapter was foreshadowed in the Big Bang event, but a scrapped version of it included a Star Wars universe. 1 year later, and it would turn from a canceled collab to an entire season, and the teasers continued throughout the year as Fortnite kept trying to drop hints. The first one was Samurai Darth Vader appearing out of nowhere alongside a new stormtrooper. At first, we kind of shrugged this off like it was just a cool way to bring Star Wars into a Japan-themed season, but the whole time it was trying to tell us something. We never stopped to think, hey, maybe this Darth Vader is from that huge spirit realm portal. And honestly, looking back, the clues were so obvious. When we were all so distracted about the fact a 0-point shard was on the island, we never stopped to ask, where did it come from? The answer is far, far away, and while the Night Rose is referring to Reality Zero, her wording had a hidden meaning. Now, while this was all Fortnite teasing, we probably could have connected the dots ourselves sooner, considering the season and LEGO Pass both end on May 2nd, just 2 days before Star Wars Day. If you're an XP grinder, it was easy to complete challenges and not stop to think, hey, why is there a Star Wars lightsaber chest here? It literally confirmed that the portal on the map right now is linked to the upcoming season and might just explain who that dark presence is. It is probably Palpatine. So yeah, the evidence that Fortnite has been hiding this under our noses is overwhelming, but it's not the only way they've been teasing the future. You already know that this season has brought us not just Sub-Zero, but his arch nemesis, Scorpion. It's been a really big part of the theme, even though the season is technically based on Fletcher Kane and his gold, the Mortal Kombat has just outshined everyone. And we should have guessed this would happen, because when Sub-Zero first arrived in the Battle Pass, his emote revealed all. Not only was this ice cooler a reference to a friendship event from the games, but it confirmed that Scorpion and even Raiden were coming to the shop. Lo and behold, just a couple weeks later, here they were. And right now, Fortnite is already teasing their next huge icon. Speculation has been brewing for months as to whether it'll be someone like Post Malone, but instead, everyone's attention turned to this room on the map. It featured lipstick graffiti, a guitar, and a microphone. And when you look at the stand, it had a heart on it. Every Sabrina Carpenter fan knew this was the news they were waiting for. She used this exact mic on tour, and now it was on Fortnite's map. And so as we're heading into the new season, we've even got an official teaser for Festival Season 8 with a light blue background paying homage to one of her album covers. Okay, maybe you've heard of those hidden teasers already. What about a secret that no one talks about? It turns out that after the Shogun X mini event, all the tech on the island was blown up, but one item remained. It was this radio pulsing a constant red signal, and while this seemed like a decoration to most people, some genius players managed to translate this into Morse code. So what did it say? Vault breached. So a little weird, but when you listen to the radio itself, you could hear this. Alright, not too suspicious on its own until you throw the audio into a spectrogram, and what do you know? It's Fletcher Kane's logo. All of this was on the map before Season 2 even happened, and we had almost no idea. But forget about teasing a season, what about revealing an entire chapter? During the remix season, Chaos Director had a loading screen that we really should have paid attention to. It turns out Fortnite had just dropped a bombshell of information in plain sight. Take a look at this. You could spot a Spirit Realm portal on the top left months before this would even be important. Then we had Kappa Kappa, who become hugely important in the next chapter, alongside a Shogun with an X on their eyes. So it's so obvious looking back, right? That's not all. They even revealed the chapter finale live event with planets in space, a Ferris wheel, and Ice Spice's version of New York, literally showing what the remix concert would look like. The last person we expected to reveal the future was Deadpool himself. Yeah, I'm not kidding. At D23, Disney usually tells us details about their movies and theme parks, except that's when they brought out the man himself and he straight up revealed his new Fortnite skin, Fishpool.
What if I let you have, like, the new skin?
No spoilers. I want to see the game. Is he awesome looking? Does he have manly muscles? He's handsome, right? Tell me he's handsome.
Yeah, guess so.
Perfect. Then my work here is done.
Reminds me of when they were teasing the Deadpool and Wolverine collab by doodling on all of their news posts. And if anyone's gonna break the fourth wall, it's gonna be Wade Wilson. So as you can see, Fortnite loves sharing their plans way ahead of schedule. But in Chapter 5, they straight up revealed the entirety of 2024 with just a few symbols. Thanks to these Pandora gems, players could try and figure out what Epic was teasing, and I guess they were a little too vague to reveal everything. But looking back, it all makes sense. Like here is the helmet mark of Dr. Doom long before the Marvel season, alongside alongside Hope's hat, a pumpkin for Fortnite Mares, and even Ghost Return and Remix. But they went further. They decided to throw in this spiral and sword, both of which were teasers for something players wouldn't even notice until 2025. Now, we know is most likely a reference to the Demon Portals and Daigo's Zero Shard Blade. It is insane to think they were hinting at this all the way back in early Chapter 5. Now, sometimes they reveal collabs early for no reason, like when a fan once asked Fortnite, hey, are we getting Wave 2 of the Invincible collab? Total shot in the dark, there is no way they would respond, and yet they were met with a simple eyes emoji. Then someone else replied, please give us a blue suit mark as an edit style. And bear in mind, the crossover wasn't even announced at the time, and Fortnite just straight up sent a thinking emoji to this question. Little did we know, just a week later, everything from this tweet would come to the shop. But if you thought that Chaos Director's loading screen from earlier revealed everything about the remix season, that reward might actually go to Undercover Sky. She appeared on the island as a random NPC you could talk to, and yet she'd turn out to be worse at keeping secrets than Tom Holland. She would straight up move to where the next POI would be and tell us who was gonna be there. Like when she stood near the grotto and said, is this where I pick up my free spaghetti with the purchase of any chainsaw? Then, a week later, Mom's Spaghetti would open here as Eminem's POI. In the same update, she moved over to the top left of the map saying, Finn's where I could see him. Oh, you're not the shark I'm looking for. Now obviously this was teasing the reveal of Ice Spice's version of the shark from Chapter 2. Also, I gotta point out, don't you think that wording reminds you of anything?
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
Anyway, back on track, she'd then move over to this beach and mention how the sunset is beautiful out here and told us to come back later because the show in the sky will be legendary. Of course, this was all to prepare for Juice WRLD's arrival, so it's crazy to see how much she actually revealed. So did Meowtis. While Sky was focusing on teasing the future of Remix, he was hiding Chapter 6 right under his nose. In Meowtis' loading screen, you can look at the water and spot a creepy shadow, which we now know is the silhouette of Shogun X. And on the right, there's another enemy who still has yet to appear. Yeah, we're staring at Fortnite teasing a season that hasn't happened for now. Fans believe this could be the General of the Last Reality who has only ever appeared in concept art surveys, but we'll have to wait and see. One of my favorite teasers from Chapter 6 was the build up to everyone's favorite rapper, and I'm not talking about Snoop Dogg or Ice Spice or anyone like that. I am actually referring to this bucket at the Kappa factory. That's because last season, we got to watch this thing grow larger than any other pickle, and when we went to the CEO's desk, you could see exactly what this experiment was. A human-sized pickle, later known as Big Dill. That's not the only way they've told us about upcoming characters, because in the same season you could find these Oni masks on the wall, and one of them actually belonged to an unreleased outfit this whole time, Haruka of the Masks. Maybe you were more focused on a different type of disguise, with the goofy fish stick and Meowscles masks making everybody laugh. We took it as decoration, but one of them was a red-faced monkey, a character we had never seen in game before until he dropped 2 months later. And wait until you find out that Fortnite might be teasing new OG seasons without anyone noticing. That's right, when they first announced the permanent OG mode, they worded it very carefully, saying, to start, Fortnite OG will run through the original initial seasons of Chapter 1. Nobody picked up on this, even though it means Epic are probably gonna drop new OGs beyond Season X. So instead of going in a constant loop through Chapter 1, we might get to revisit classic themes like the bounty hunters, the alien invasion, the cubes. Everything is on the table, and we've apparently known this since day one. But what we should have figured out sooner was the return of Midas. Look, when he sailed off on his yacht, it seemed like the perfect ending. But little did we know when Goldie's NPC was talking about black markets and an old friend making power moves, she wasn't just teasing the arrival of Fletcher Kane, more importantly, it was his hidden rivalry with Midas. And I think this teaser speaks for itself because back in December 2024, Fortnite basically broke the internet with 3 simple emojis, a toilet, a plunger, and a camera. That's all you needed to reveal that Skibbity Toilet was coming to Fortnite to over 25 million people. Speaking of creators, there's still 2 extremely popular streamers who have yet to arrive in Fortnite, and Epic might already be teasing it. Remember when Reload was announced? They did it in a style with a high-budget commercial involving Sketch, Kai Cenat, and the rest of AMP. Then a couple months later, Sketch got his own set of emotes in the game with silence on the others. That's only for Kai to link up with IShowSpeed to play Fortnite OG, and in the stream they even came up with ideas for their own emote.
He's low. Come on.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Now it's time.
Except while this may have felt like them just goofing around, Fortnite was actually watching them and were even hiding in their own backyard.
We got Fortnite Tomato Town. I don't know what this one is though. Dusty Depot. That's not Dusty Depot. Yes, it says Dusty Diner.
All of this to say, Fortnite know about Kai and Speed, and this whole thing is definitely the start of an upcoming relationship. Those are times Fortnite revealed the future. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.